Well, Billy Porter breaks his 14-year silence about his HIV status in a recent interview with the Hollywood Reporter. The Pose actor opened up about his HIV status. He recounted 2007 being his worst year of his life because he was first diagnosed for type 2 diabetes and then HIV later that year. I was going to play a snippet from the Tamron Hall show, but apparently my share screen volume is not working for some reason.
You try it again.
But, you know, no, I'm not going to try again because we got to keep it moving. But I think that with the part that he said in there that I actually shared on my social media, which was so powerful, was that when he was on the Tamron Hall show, was when he said that the first thing that they take away from you as LGBT people is our spirituality, that God hates, and he does not. That's not the case. You get what I'm saying? And that was a very powerful statement that he made. And, you know, a lot of people on social media was talking about how, you know, watching Pose and seeing him play his part, like it makes sense because like he played the shit out that his role.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. So.
Mm-hmm. It was so real and sad. I was like, I didn't even know Janet Huber was in there too. I was like, that was Janet. Oh yeah. Yes, we're working. She back.
It was an apology from Will Smith, and she back to work.
Screw you, Will. Oh, let me stop for they shut off this damn show. Anyway,
we're gonna end up on Red Table Talk, child.
Well, Darren has let me stop.
Right. Explain this to me.
What did you mean when you said that?
I didn't understand. You know, what did you mean when you said that? I felt that when you said it.
Yeah. Well, I said, screw Will. Let me.
Right. I said
what I said.
What I said.
No, but it was a good, like, I think everybody involved in that that episode, excuse me, did a good job. Since we're going on to Pose now, but we're gonna go back to Billy a little bit. But one thing about that episode though, that kind of like, cause the pastor was contemplating leaving his family and kids to go live with Pray Tell for what, 3 more for the duration of his I'm like, I'm glad that didn't happen, because like I'm like, I get it, like he's like he's not straight, like he's trying to fit that round peg in that square hole, but like you got kids. That would have been crazy. But you know, I think that other than that part of the show, I think that everything else was spot on. You know,
the truth. I was sitting there waiting, like I said, I know damn well this man not going to leave his church, his family,
right,
to go be with this man in New York for 6 months, and then what?
Not for 6 months,
right? And then what? Better fly when he about to die.
Now, see, now,
listen, go on about your business.
Yeah, it was a lot of. I was like, child, what's going on in this episode? There's a whole lot going on. But yeah, like I said, Billy Porter, he played his role right, and now we know because he did that interview with the Hollywood Reporter. I mean, what is your thoughts on that?
I think that he did I think he did an amazing job, and it kind of makes more sense as to how invested he is into this character.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's like, even in like the fashion choice he's making now, like I feel like the show has kind of like been able to amplify him in a different way than we'd ever seen him before, because we didn't know who Billy Porter was like that before.
Right.
Even though I remember him from Holiday Heart and stuff like that.
He was on that?
Yeah, he played the drag queen. He played the drag queen friend.
I gotta watch that again.
But this was freeing for him, like, and it's something that he could relate to. So he's been playing the hell out of this Pray Tell role, and it's because it was so relatable and it came through the screen.
Mm-hmm.
The themes, there were so many that hit home with people in our community, and the whole pastor thing, I was just like, I did not like that.
You didn't like it?
I didn't like the direction that I thought it was going to go into. Like, this man not really going to leave his family, but I also believe that people have the right to live in their truth, and him making that decision, if that's what he wanted to make, then that's his right to do so.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm like, you done came in town and shook these people's lives up, and you ain't gonna be here for the whole year.
And then it's like, and then the way it was gonna come off, like he was about to just like come to him to the bus, and I'm like, was you gonna let your family know? Like, was you going like, is there any arrangements? You're still gonna be a father to them, right? Like, just like, I mean, I don't care. Get a divorce.
I'm glad it went like it
do
went.
something. But I believe that he should. I mean, we're talking about fictional characters, but this happens in real life.
Yeah,
I think that
it speaks to a lot of the DL men that are still out there who have had same-sex relationships, and chose. I do believe that life is all about choices. Choices come with rewards and consequences. And even when it comes to sexuality, removing the science part out of it, just being able to make a choice about what makes you happy and what makes the most sense for your life. And there are a lot of men who choose, who after having same-sex experiences, whether they enjoyed it or not, they're going to choose what makes their life most comfortable. And that's their right to do so. And it should be something that is respected, even though I do not agree with like the deceitful nature. So what I do like about what they included in the pastor's story is that his wife was very aware that he had been in the same-sex relationship with Prey. It wasn't a secret of what his past was, but he had a partner who understood where he was at that time, and he was making the choice to do something different, and she was supporting him in that. So that was good to see, and I think that for
I've definitely seen that before.
Yeah, those straight men that are out there who may watch posts that could relate to that story, I think there's also some type of freedom in being represented in that space as well. So it was a very good episode. I feel like it was their Emmy episode, and yeah, it was good. It was from beginning to end. It was definitely good. It was even better. I mean, I liked Electra's story the last season. I mean, the last episode, and I think that this is the last season, so they're gonna give everyone a chance to like. You're gonna see parts of all of their stories.
Yeah.
But this was a really good episode. It really was.
You did brought up Electra. Electra's story was very, 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 very. I thought they were never going to do it. Like, because I'm like, we do not know nothing about this girl. Why does she do what she do? Why is she so, why she's like this? But like, it was really interesting to see, and that was she's one of my favorite characters, first of all. And I just wanted to know more. When you finally get to know more about the character, you're like, damn, okay, this is just we gonna get the origin story of Electra. Yes, okay, yeah, it was yeah. I think everything that they're doing for this final season is working.
Yeah,
yeah.
It was good. I'm thrilled for it.
I'm child. I'm gonna be crying, child. Apparently, Billy Porter kind of spoiled the damn ending, I guess, or not the ending, but like the future of his character.
He gonna die? Is Prey-Tell gonna die?
Well,
I said that at the first episode. I was like, well, I knew that one character was gonna die this season, and it was either gonna be out of him and Lola, the other girl that was doing like
Lola.
I think is her name Lola, Angel's sister, the one that does they're doing the crack.
What was she going to die from?
Probably a crack overdose.
Oh,
because they're in the 90s now, so they got to go talk about like the crack era, the crack epidemic, and all that stuff. So,
child,
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if they touch on it. But did he say he gonna die? Does Prey-Tell die?
Well, when he was on the Tamara Hall show, he said that Prey-Tell missed the viral the what's it called? The medicine that you take when you HIV. I don't know.
The antiviral.
There we go. So you see me tongue twisted. He said he missed the antiviral pills and he passed on, and so I was like, oh, so Prey-Tell is going to die. I mean, because look, you can sit there and say, oh well, the doctor said he was going to die. I'm like, well, Ben was saying he was going to die ever since season 1, so I had a glimmer of hope that he was going to something was going to happen, shit. But damn, yeah, he said he's going to die.
Man, the final episode might be his funeral. there'll be a funeral, and then they'll be like doing flashbacks and favorite memories, and
Mm-hmm.
they'll hug, and we'll be like, "Oh my
Point it. Child be crying at the TV.
God!" I'll be drunk, so I'll have a slobber and mess somewhere.
Ow. Not a slobber mess. I need you to stop.
Yeah, I've had friends that died of AIDS complications, so
Yeah,
like his character is like,
and it's also, you know, I always call it like a horror story for us, because it's like, you know, this could happen to us, and it's still affecting us in many ways, and it seems like it hasn't really, because I know of people that have it as well, like, yeah, so it's really sad.